Alright, now let's do an old school vape review of the Aspire Mini Vivi Nova S BVC Claramizer. I bought this for myself for $3.63 from sourcemore.com. I believe this came out sometime in early 2014. At the time it was generally considered to be a good product. It was said to have a good flavor, but pretty much similar to most other bottom vertical coil tanks. Has a removable 510 drip tip. It's 15 millimeters by 80 millimeters. It comes in colors of red, silver, pink, purple, green, yellow, blue, and black. The material is plastic and the caps on the ends are made of metal. It's a 2 milliliter capacity and it takes 1.8 ohm coils. And so let's talk a little bit about those coils. So you can get 2.1 ohm coils in packs of 5 for $6.67. I haven't seen the 1.8 ohm coils, but so Aspire sold two different coils during this time, the BDC, bottom dual coil, and the BVC, the bottom vertical coil. The BDCs came out first, and then Aspire improved on the coil with the BVCs. The BVC is the same coil you get with the Nautilus Mini, which people still love, so it's a proven quality coil. So this one has the improved BVC coil. From what I've seen online, both coils are practically the same, except that the bottom dual coil is just slightly more restricted. Now the BVC that's in the Nautilus Mini is a different size. It's still a bottom vertical coil, but it's a different size coil. So you can't use them interchangeably in these tanks. The airflow holes are at the bottom of the 510. They're on the 510 connection, so it's not on the base, on the deck. That means you will need to have a device that has these airflow channels. You can't just use any device here. If it doesn't have an airflow channel, then you won't get any air coming through it. So you do need to have airflow channels there. I don't know what wattage is recommended for this coil, but I'm going to start very low just so I make sure I don't burn it. Let's say 8 watts. Okay, 8 watts is very, very low and it doesn't produce hardly anything. So let's move it up to 12 watts. Yeah, so at 12 watts, it puts out a pretty good amount of vapor. It's not hot, you know, what do you expect at 12 watts, but it is a mouth-to-lung tank. It's about as restricted as a Nautilus Mini on probably the lowest airflow setting. A good amount of airflow for me for a mouth-to-lung tank. There's not a lot of options with this tank, but the flavor is good, and yeah, I like it. I think this is a pretty good tank. I wouldn't mind buying some more coils for it and using it more often. And for, you know, about $4, I might buy every color except for pink. I'm not really a big fan of pink, but yeah, pretty cool tank.